Hello, everybody, and welcome to Non Sequitur News for August 13th, 2025. This is season 4, episode 225. I'm MayorWatt. I run ohmTown.com. That's that site you see right there. And we're on the time machine, as you can see. August 13th. So today we're going to be talking about Gamescom 2025, Sly Dog RTD, GPT5 Personality Tweaks Inbound, and yours soon after. Bambu Lab Software adds physics. Quiet cracking takes over where quiet quitting failed. Asian Hornets and Cork. Spirit Airlines is just about Spirit soon. Plastic that nature eats at 28,000 feet of pressure. Clear cutting does what is freaking expected. And the rise of aluminum. Let's discuss it. Alrighty, let's get on with the show. It's over at WarCrafters. Gamescom 2025 schedule, all the showcases and events you can watch this year. This year's trade show schedule isn't over just yet. Throw a little water in your face, make up another cup of coffee. Gamescom 2025 is here to continue the video game. Blah, 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 blah. So they said they blinked and it was August. They swear they were just sifting through Summer Game Fest announcements yesterday, trying to figure out who announced what and when. With June's big event over, it's time to start planning for when Gamescom kicks off again in Cologne, Germany. So I do what I call the summer of stream, which is where I basically get a chance, an opportunity, nay, freedom to stream whenever I want to, as opposed to my mayoral duties that keep me pretty much tied to a desk elsewhere. And of course, I have to go out campaigning and all that kind of stuff. But summer of stream is when I'm free and I can stretch my wings. So this article is over at PCGamer.com. Andrea Sharon. Yeah. Put the article together. Opening night live. Starts August 19th. That's right around the corner, folks. Get your caffeine beverage ready so that you can hang out and watch this. I would love to stream this live. I probably will be tied up doing something though, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I mean, I like what I do. But so they said they just... And just like with SGS and Game Fest, here they are to break down another Gamescom 2025 schedule, including where and when you can watch live streams. Gamescom 2025 begins opening night live broadcast on Tuesday, August 19th at 8 p.m. I'm not trying to be streaming in person. The actual in-person event opens its doors August 20th and runs through the next 4 days, ending August 24th. There aren't quite as many streaming showcases at Gamescom, but it's still a massive conference. Unlike SGF in Los Angeles, Cologne's big event is open to both industry professionals and the general public. I can't go, but I want to. Gamescom ONL falls under Jeff Keighley's annual showcase umbrella, sandwiching itself between Summer Game Fest in June and the Game Awards in December. We know a few major highlights already, including news on Resident Evil Requiem and World of Warcraft Midnight Expansion. So, yeah. It's going to be 11 a.m. in Los Angeles, 2 p.m. in New York, 7 p.m. in London, 3 a.m. in Tokyo, and 4 a.m. in Sydney. So that's Gamescom. Gamescom. It's like Ruth's Chris's Steaks Fajitas. I don't know what the real name is anymore. Gamescom's opening night live broadcast August 19th at 8 p.m. CEST. And then watch Future Game Show on Twitch August 20th. And then watch Awesome Indie Show on Twitch August 21st. And then hang out and chat. I'm going to try and stream all of these, like co-stream, right? Just like watch them and stream them, and there'll be a smaller window, and we'll talk about all that kind of stuff and talk over it. And hopefully nobody's going to give me a freaking takedown, like 5 seconds of audio when it comes to music. So stupid. Stop killing screens. All right. Let's keep going. This next article is over in Distillers, which is not a show yet to stream, but it is a section, channel over on ohmTown.com where we talk about distilled products in the industry. So Sly Dog brings Purifier to RTD category. RTD is ready to drink. Purifier is the debut RTD to come from Sly Dog rum brand. I am trying to figure out if I can actually launch my own rum brand. Anyway, this one was founded by brothers Lewis and Bruce Goddard Watts. What? Long lost brothers? I am MayorWatt. My first name is Omer. Yeah, can you believe it? Omer Watts. That's right. Anyway, in 2022, with the primary motivation of modernizing the spiced rum category, whatever that means, the 200 milliliter purifier cans offer a premium version of the brand's signature serve, the Spiced and Stormy. Oh my. Comprising Sly Dog spice from ginger beer bitters, lime juice, and elevated with the addition of ginger wings, famous spice, which prices me out entirely. First off, I don't like spice rum in particular. I'm not into ginger beer. Bitters should be in certain drinks. Lime juice could be in rum. Along with some coconut and vanilla and it's called a tiki drink. Anyway, not this. Anyway, 8% ABV per can. The serve offers notes of toasted spice, candied ginger, along with ginger spice. The singer? Weird. Anyway, the article is over at spiritsbusiness.com. Georgie Collins, which that's awesome. So a Collins is a type of drink, glass too. Yeah, it's Collins glass. I don't know if it's the same. Never mind. Anyway, watch it be the same person. Like the whole family line is in the spirits industry. Anyway, the two brands teamed up. Marlowe edition of Pub in the Park earlier this summer alongside Record Famous. Label Famous When Dead. Sorry, record label named Famous When Dead. And we'll join forces again in the St. Albans iteration in September, where the cans can be available for festival goers. The RTD will also be on sale at Ginger Wings Marlowe, as well as the Tap Tavern in Richmond, where Ginger Wings is popping up for the rest of the summer, as well as Ed Sheeran's Pub Birdie Blossoms in Notting Hill. £3, $4 each. Yeah, that's about right. Anyway, go and check it out. The next article is over at Non Sequitur. Sam Altman says GPT5's personality will get a revamp, but it won't be as annoying as GPT-4o. Yeah, because there's been some blowback from GPT-5's personality after some users complained about the new chatbot's tone and the brief loss of its predecessor. They said, wait, we'll put it back. FE Web over at BusinessInsider.com put the article together. Here's Sam Altman going, Probably not a good decision to launch GPT-5 without more broadband inquiry from other customers. Like, should have slow rolled it out. It's like doing a software patch on a Friday night. You can now choose between AutoFast and Thinking for GPT-5. OpenAI CEO said, adding that GPT-4o is once again available for selection to paid customers. He also said that OpenAI is working toward more per-user customization of model personality. OpenAI has touted GPT-5 as more reliable with PhD-level abilities in writing, coding, math, science. The upgrade also added optional personality modes like Cynic, Robot, Listener, and Nerd. That's demeaning. But the changes didn't land well with everyone, sparking a backlash across quarters of social media. So yeah, they basically wanted it back, but nope, ever moving forward faster than human evolution. And the people with the money and the influence tell you to go and kick dirt. So let's keep going. The next article is over in Constructagon, which is one of our newer shows. In the works, I'm hoping to alleviate some of my mayoral workload so that I can launch another show or 2 or 3 or 4. New Bambu Lab Software integration adds physics-based simulation capabilities. Not sure why. The startup Helio Additive has integrated its physics-based thermal simulation and optimization software into Bambu Lab's Slicer, the Delaware-based company that launched its Dragon software last year to boost print reliability, cut warping and defects, and accelerate 3D printing. The platform allows users to simulate and fine-tune print settings before starting a job, helping to basically minimize the ruination of print jobs. Alex Tiro Jones over at 3dprintingindustry.com put the article together. The integration makes the software compatible with the Shenzhen-based Bambu's X and H series systems, including the H2D Pro, which launched this week. It's like $4,000 printer. As a result, hundreds of thousands of users can now simulate and optimize parts directly within their existing slicer workflow. I'm not sure about hundreds of thousands. Maybe a printers. At launch, Dragon supports 20 Bambu Lab and Polymaker materials. H-Series and X-Series users will initially receive 25 free simulations monthly. However, the August 26th, or from August 26th, so just 10 days from now, roughly, customers will be able to upgrade to a $15 per month Helio additive subscription, which unlocks 35 one-click optimizations per month. Well, how nice. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. Earlier this year, Helio integrated Dragon Chinese 3D printer OEM PO Create's product ecosystem. In particular, the collaboration sees every one of PO Create's or PIO Create's G5 Ultra and G12 pellet 3D printers delivered with a Dragon license as standard. All right. So they have images about before and after optimization using Dragon software. Doesn't mean much to most people. In an interview with 3D printing industry, Hartman explained that the software provides, through an API or a dashboard, access to the core tool set, which is a thermal simulation for any geometry, any printer, and any material. Yeah, it's supposed to reduce 70% reduction in scrap, so for a single part. All right. Let's keep going. The next article is over in Non Sequitur News. Step aside, quitting. Now employees have to worry about quiet cracking. Quiet cracking is a growing threat to worker engagement in the current employer's job market. Employers have a new workplace issue to worry about, quiet cracking. Struggling in silence, says Frank Guillaume Petro, EY's Chief Wellbeing Officer. If quiet quitting was the poster child for workplace issues over the past few years, it's not anymore, and that new problem is to watch out for quiet cracking. Sarah Jackman over at BusinessInsider.com put the article together. Quiet cracking can resemble and lead to burnout. Here are the warning signs to look out for. Let's see if I can just jump right down to it. So the warning signs, GM Petro says the signs of quiet cracking can look similar to indicators of burnout. So it boils down to looking for changes in what you would see as a typical behavior pattern for folks on your team. If you notice such changes, don't automatically assume it's a performance problem. Instead, he's just checking in with the employee to see how you can address the issue. People would rather just fire somebody than be compassionate. Let's keep moving. The next article is over on the Marvel Channel. Biosecurity alert after Asian Hornet captured in Cork. The National Parks and Wildlife Service has confirmed a recent sighting and capture of an Asian Hornet in the Cork area, marking a biosecurity alert for Ireland. The temperature is that high up in Ireland that this thing survived, then things are really screwy. The sighting triggered a government-led response with the establishment of a new task force. A particularly aggressive invasive species. It says this is quite a significant risk to their own local biodiversity. These things will spread and decimate other pollinators. And so they don't make honey. They're not a benefit. They're very aggressive. Most wasps eat other insects, but this is particularly aggressive. It gets into a hive, it destroys everything in its wake, and that's why it's such a significant threat. They say it's being a bit like a wasp, about 2 centimeters long, mostly black and brown, little orange face, orange tail, yellow legs. Looks like he's wearing long yellow socks. But that's where the cuteness ends. They're quite large and aggressive. We're hoping that this is the case that it just kind of maybe came in as a stowaway and survived long enough to actually be captured somewhere. Best case scenario is that it's one stowaway. Experts went down to the site on the day that it was reported. They set traps. There was no indication of a nest or hornet activity. Those traps were monitored over the weekend, and yesterday a hornet was captured. So where there's one, there's probably more. Anyway, Let's keep going. Yeah, don't approach this. The next article is over on the Wanted channel. Spirit Airlines admits it might not survive another year. So it's almost in spirit. Luca Linga put the article together over at Gizmodo.com. In the filing, ultra-low-cost carrier said that there's substantial doubt that its ability to continue operating for more than 12 months from its data financial statements. Translation, Spirit could disappear by August 2026, and the company used the expression going concern, which is an official accounting term that a company is forced to use when it is in severe financial distress and may not have enough money to stay in business. It is one of the gravest signals a public company can send to its investors. If it is no longer an ongoing concern, it will shutter. The company reported $246 million in net loss in the second quarter of 2025. In its SEC filing, Spirit said that the downturn is expected to last at least through the rest of the year, even after cost-cutting measures like selling spare engines in lease or sale-leaseback deals, reducing discretionary spending, and furloughing pilots in July. So your other prices everywhere else are going to increase. That's how it works. When competition dies, so does the benefit to the consumer because there's no competition to drive the price down. So you get greedy bastards. Anyway, scientists invent plastic that nature eats up at 2,800 feet underwater. Scientists unveiled a new biodegradable plastic that vanishes in one of the harshest environments on Earth, the deep sea. In an experiment nearly 3,000 feet underwater, a bioengineered material called LAHB broke down while conventional plastics stayed intact. The deep sea microbes not only colonized the plastic surface, but actively digested it using specialized enzymes. So Tsinghua University put the article together. It's over at scitechdaily.com. In an experiment nearly 3,000 feet underwater, the breakthrough suggests a promising solution to the global plastic crisis, especially in oceans where most waste lingers for decades or centuries. The OECD's Global Plastics Outlook 2022 reports that in 2019, the world generated roughly 353 million metric tons of plastic waste, with nearly 1.7 million metric tons ending up directly in aquatic environments. It has to be more than that. 1.7 million metric tons? No, anyway, because only a fraction of it gets recycled. Where does the rest of it go? In landfills. But there's no way that it's that efficient that it ends up in landfills. No freaking way. Once much of the debris is caught in the massive rotating current called gyres, depending on where you are. Anyway, creating the vast garbage patches in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. In response, scientists have been working to develop plastics that can reliably degrade even in the extreme conditions of the deep sea. So LAHB is a lactate-based polyester made with the help of engineered E. coli. Previous studies have shown LAHB can break down in river water, shallow seawater, suggesting its potential as a truly biodegradable option. So we'll see. We'll have to watch this. It's in the October 1st, 2025 issue of Polymer Degradation and Stability, Volume 240. Provides the first evidence that LAHB also biodegrades under deep ocean conditions. These environments are typically hostile to plastic breakdown due to low temperatures, high pressure, and limited nutrients. Let's keep going. The next article is over at Technology Today in the Notion News. Clear cutting triggers 18 times more floods for 40 plus years. A decades-long UBC study reveals that clear cutting doesn't just increase flooding, it can force multiply extreme events by 18 times and make them more than twice as large. In some watersheds, a once in 70-year flood now strikes every 9 years, with the impacts persisting over 40 years. The article is over at SciTech Daily. University of British Columbia put it together. So it says we found similar, seemingly minor landscape factors like the direction of slope faces can make or break a watershed's response to treatment. In a north-facing watershed, which receives less direct sunlight and holds more moisture, floods became between 4 and 18 times more frequent. Average flood size rose by 47% compared to pre-treatment conditions, and the largest floods swelled by as much as 105%. Standard models missed the mark because most conventional flood models employ simplified assumptions. Cut X% of trees, expect Y% more water runoff. But this study found that such models fail to account for extreme and erratic flood patterns that emerge after landscape disturbances, not to mention environmental changes, global environmental changes. You have to be a complete idiot to think that the world temperature, ambient temperature has not increased. Yet it won't matter if there's somebody around to say sorry because we're all going to be screwed living underground. So the findings have immediate relevance for forest management practices, particularly in British Columbia, where the similar terrain types and forestry operations in the form of clear-cut logging. Dr. Alila noted that the model used in the study can be used to predict which parts of BC are currently more at risk of extreme flooding, can also be used to investigate how much of the severity of the Sumas Prairie floods in 2021 and more recent Texas floods can be attributed to global warming and/or land use and forest cover changes. Let's keep going. The last article for today, on the 13th, is could aluminum or aluminium become the packaging champion? Some packaging firms say aluminum could be more widely used in packaging, but cost may hold it back. One of the problems with aluminum is that it's still lined with plastic. There's a thin lining inside your aluminum cans to stop reactions with acidic materials. Mary Lou Costa over at BBC.com put this article together. The founders believe, and the founders of Meadow, a startup that has developed a new packaging system, believes that their product could be the next big step in reducing the amount of plastic packaging in the world, thanks to a high recycling rate of aluminum cans compared to plastic. I think glass is better. It doesn't have any reactivity. You can actually make nearly unbreakable glass. And it can be imminently recycled again and again and again. Meadow has taken the typical aluminum can, tweaked it so that it will slot into a canister, which can be equipped with all sorts of dispensing options. So depending on the contents, you could have a pump, a squeeze top, spray bottle, screw top lid, or other options. The can itself has a sealed top and crinkles at the edges to make it clear the contents aren't to be drunk. When the can is empty, it can be taken out for recycling. So it's basically a koozie inside, or a can is inside a koozie, but that doesn't mean shit. I mean, that kind of stuff has been around. Why not have paper packaging? It's still aluminum has to be recycled. People have to recycle. The wine industry has already trialed full-size aluminum bottles, with organic brand Vinca rolling them out in March through Tesco. Aldi this year also launched its own labeled wine in an aluminum bottle, but people want to see the wine. They want to hold the glass, and they want to make sure that there's no reaction. So inside this bottle, inside this aluminum, what is in there? I can almost guarantee you that there's going to be some type of lining that's protecting it. Calculating the environmental impact of aluminum versus glass is complicated, and often the best choice depends on what's being shipped. It says producing new aluminum is energy intensive. It requires almost twice as much energy to produce glass, and that's probably because you have to keep the metal flowing. You have to keep it hot, very hot. Whereas with glass, you do it on tin floats, and that basically keeps most glass made is for construction. And so you basically have sheets of glass that just float and cool over time. If you do injection, then you basically have it warm for that instance, and then you inject it blows up inside the form so that you basically make a bottle or whatever it is that you're making, and it's instantly cool, whereas with aluminum, you have to keep it at a much higher temperature. So it says we've got to get over this cost. We've got to sell the benefits and better spell out the lower carbon footprint that aluminum has. But I like glass better. Aluminum, explains Mr. Lansley, is a third lighter than glass, saving about 900 grams of CO2 emissions, but it's 4 times more expensive. So where did we go? Anyway, I like aluminum, but honestly, that lining in there hasn't been mentioned in this article. So anyway, that's it. Go and check out more of this, and then come back and talk with me, MayorWatt, here in ohmTown, and we'll see you later.